Here we are, another exciting adventure of what it is. Oh, I didn't cut them yet. Yeah. Dingle, dingle, dink. Not yet, not ready. So, anyway, here we are, and I'm really loving this combination between the strings, the pickup, the capacitor, capacitors, and just to feel the action. The bass is feeling really well. It's sitting. It's like you like having that partner with you. It's it's just it's yours. It's becoming yours. So I often get asked about this string spacing. So I have no problem with the string spacing on this. Once again, I'm used to playing the Gibsons with the 17 millimeter string spacing, but it's not even that. Listen, Jack Bruce played a bass 6 with his fingers. Check it out, right? You know what was so cool? Like all of those weird basses, like the Hagstrums and those crazy weird basses from the 60s, the Echoes. Italian-made bass. The string spacings were so good. The necks were like literally like toothpicks, but people played them, But this string spacing is just so. It's just so. It's just so. It's like. It's just comfortable. It's like guys like when I hear them talking about playing. the Rickenbacker guitars, like coming from a Gibson or a Fender, like the closeness, it's like there's a benefit to that, there's a tone that has, and that's what I think that this, um, not what I think, it's what it does. It gives you a certain tone with the strings being closer together. Because what I feel is that the vibration of the string, it doesn't have like that sideways space to escape. It stays concentrated on. Does that sound a little strange? But no, think about it. I mean, like think of the geometrics of everything. Think about what I just said to you. You know, and there's just something about things being closer. The shorter scale, it's got more low end. Figure. Does it lose some clarity? It all depends on how you think about it. Or who you listen to. So anyway, did you hear the effect I had going on there? It was. Well, here's the effect I was playing with. It's a very curious effect. So this is my H9. I was using the tremolo effect. Hadrian Farad. Hadrian Farad. He did a thing with TC Electronics. So let's get to where I'm going with this first. There was a period where Jocko had he was using a lot of tremolo. It was probably laden with chorus too, but it was like a tremolo chorus delay type of a thing. So I was thinking, I was like, he was getting some cool harmonics too. So watching this video of Hadrian, Farad explained this shaker. It's called a shaker. I forget it was shaker tremolo. I forget what it was called. Shaker something. Anyway, it was one of the things that he came up with, and it became part of the TC Electronics effect. Shaker vibrato. That's it. So listen to this. That is as close as I can get this H9 to that effect. It was a super cool sound. So check it out. Now, I'm using flat wounds, and this is another reason why I use the TEs. they have some type of a round bunk. They have a bunk to them, like a round one. And I think that attributes to the fact is that there's a silk core around the round core in the middle, because there's a round core with a nickel wrap. So there's that silk core, that silk wrapping around the round core. So that's what contributes to me to this. I wonder what would have happened, how it would sound if it had the hexagonal core. Huh? I don't know. But anyway, but you're able to get these crazy harmonics with this. Now, I'm using the low strings, getting these crazy harmonics. I would say it's some the Friedman golden pearl pedal. You know why I like that golden pearl pedal? It's based off of the kind of like the master volume Marshalls. It's a great pedal. It gives you great break. Well, I'm a Marshall guy. We know that. Check this out. Flat ones are not the easiest. But you know what? If you work at it, you can get it. But listen. It's just, like combining effects. So I'm kind of in a playful mood here today. This is called resonance. Check it out. Turn off the golden pearl. Another one, liquid. It kind of plays with the frequencies. I like doing this once in a while, like going through the effects. See, it also brings out crazy harmonics. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just riffing to show off. I don't show off. Here's some chorus. Now you have to watch. Certain effects can play you, and it's no good because, like you see right now, like trying to like roll fast through this effect, it kind of like muddles because a chorus effect is a time effect. It's kind of like a time delay. So it's essentially twisting two notes. It's taking it's a pitch shifter. It's literally changing pitches in with timing. Listen. I'll give you an effect of a chorus without the chorus on. Watch. This is my G. It's micro pitches from the root. Here's the root. Chorusing. Now the chorus. You know, when we would record sometimes, we say, I need some chord, but I don't have a chorus. So this is before these effects and stuff like that. So, well, let's make a chorus. Play against the note, but play it slightly out of tune. So that's your natural chorusing. I forget what this one does. It's called filter. Delays. So this is like a micro chorus. Now this is cool. I like when you add the golden pearl to it. Check it out. it just does things. You see? Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is my reverbs. I love my reverbs. That's Carnegie. I don't know. I forget what this one does. Oh, this is one of these ones that touch sensitive. Listen. Watch. Once again, you got to watch how fast you play with something like this, especially with your lower range notes, because they'll start overlapping, as you heard. If you're bored, you can turn me off. Oh, the good old flange. Sounds great when you put some golden pearl. Great effect. Here's a tape. So when I do a lot of these things, I'm taking the effect that I tailored to myself, and like I'll change it up. I'll put the Friedman in there so I can kind of get my high ends. I can kind of break the bass range, because when you have too much low end, now when I'm going to take the solos on top of what I'm doing, I mean, I'm not playing through sophisticated equipment here. I mean, everything here goes into the 2112 pre's. I got them. One is heavy mid-range to give me the upper range of the Marshall, and the other one is more lower range setting, more kind of like an SVT, or like kind of like the deeper channel scooped out on the Marshall. Remember, I come from the Marshall no matter what. It's like my thought is, no matter what I play, it's like my feelings are about the Marshall. So I can get there without having to turn this on. Of course, if I turn this on, I will get evicted. So, that's just the way it goes. So the tape gets like a wobbly thing. And I hope you're listening to me with headphones. When I'm playing, and it's like I'm not just spitting out a bunch of notes. It's like I'm always thinking of like melody. I'm thinking of like here, check it out. the chord change, I'm thinking around what's going on in the, what's happening in the chord change. And like I'm always thinking harmony. I'm always thinking harmony, harmony, harmony. Harmony is important. But check this one out. It's like a Leslie. Let's put a little bit of golden pearl. This is one I like. It's called Dark. Now, I rolled the low end off of this. I could. Because when you're recording and you got too much low end, even on a bass, it gets really sketchy. It starts playing, it starts pinning things. Check it out. Satisfy this diminish. Augmented diminish. I was kind of in a microtone there, truthfully, because I didn't hit the note on. I don't lie. Try to get another one. This is a room. Check the way this one bounces around. Kind of playing like maybe a little Jocko-ish or something this night because, Jocko was the guy. This is another one that I like. It plays with pitch. There's something about it. It's called Andy Warhol. I don't know what it is, but it's called Andy. Maybe I'll do one more. Oh, here's one I like. Listen. Everything I play has a major relevance. Even when I'm playing dissonance, it all harks back to something major. You know, I wasn't taught bass, I was taught music, and I wondered why I had to learn this and why I had to learn that. And now I see why, especially when it's coming into interaction. I learned harmony, man. Harmony is like where it's like where it's at. I play very angular. I play. There's all different ways, you know. I fuse a lot of my styles into the music, that it doesn't call for that style, but you have you get your voice. You know, you learn your voice, and you know why I chose the fretless, why I really stayed with the fret. Well, it was evident. Jack Bruce, Jocko, but believe it or not, more Jack Bruce. It was more Jack Bruce. When I seen him playing that, pictures of him playing that fretless Dan Armstrong bass, and then hearing it on the House Tricks album. I mean, that was some cool stuff, you know. And then him incorporating that fretless in the '80s and in the '70s and stuff like that. And I heard some clips of Jack Bruce. I mean, literally mimicking Jocko. It was the craziest thing, and it was like, you know, like he was doing it. But it's that I'm not on a Jocko kick or a Jack Bruce kick right now. I'm just on a kind of like this, like just talking music in general. You know, there's just a lot. You know, there's just so much. There's just so much that goes on. But anyway, I just wanted to go through some of this. And like I said, if you get bored as you go along, if you reach this point and I'm saying this, I guess you weren't bored. So anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed.